and Arizona has a hot and dry climatic conditions. How these climate conditions and mortality, they are going to come and play their role, and which other variables are going to be affected with this climatic conditions also. Let's take this example. Now,
Ma'am, sorry,
these
ma'am,
are
can you let Dr. Mariam in? She's actually waiting.
once I'll bring her in. So again, I'll have to go to find. So probably now she'll be able to join. Okay, fine. Now see, we have the observed crude rates. Do we have these? Now let's look into the question. What do you think? Is it far more hazardous to live in Arizona than Alaska? Now these two rates, on the basis of these rates, is it more dangerous to live over there? And see, Arizona has more deaths as compared to Alaska. So is it more dangerous to live over there as compared to here? Or why? What do you think? What could be a dangerous place if I just asked you on the basis of climate conditions?
मैम इनिशियल इन्फेरेंस से तो यही लग रहा है कि एरिजोना जो है वो हॉट एंड ड्राई कंडीशन है और वहाँ पे डेथ रेट ज्यादा पर 100,000, तो इस वजह से वो इट्स नॉट अ गुड प्लेस टू लिव. लेकिन क्योंकि ये क्रूड रेट है तो ऑब्वियसली हम
Yes, on the basis of death rate, yes, it is quite obvious by just looking at this number, we can make out that probably it's dangerous to live in Arizona as compared to Alaska. But if we look into the climate, don't you think that hot and dry is comparatively a little better as compared to cold and damp? And specifically for certain age groups also. So look into this. So these two rates are the crude rates. So crude rates, they do not account for any differences in these population on the factors such as age, race, or sex that might have some influence on the mortality. So without consideration of such, without taking into account these factors, it would be a little premature to comment or to make any such conclusion that what could be the better place to live at, okay? Now look at this, they've categorized now. See what these bar charts are telling us? Less than 20, 20 to 54, and greater than 55. So in this particular, they have given us population distribution by age. And since they haven't shared with us the number, so because this is just for you to understand through the example. Now, by just looking at this bar chart, which particular population is more, they are quite comparable. Like less than 20 age group is more or less the same. With a little, I think 5 to 10% is different. The rest is the number is the same. Similarly, for 20 to 54, the number is quite, it's comparable. But look at this greater than 55. Who has more elderly population?
Arizona.
Arizona. Why this Arizona has got more elderly people? Because elderly people, they prefer to live in a hot and dry place as compared to cold and damp place. So that's why the environmental conditions of Arizona was attracting more elderly population to come and reside over there. So more elderly, more number of deaths, right? So it has got nothing to do with climate or other situations that probably that place is not or probably the environmental condition is harsh or some other accidents are going on or whatever the reason. But the only reason was that the age distribution of the population was such that it was having more elderly population. And what was the reason for having more elderly population? Because the climate, the weather was conducive. Absolutely, the weather or the climatic conditions, they were conducive for elderly people to live. So that's why they were so. This you can all see and you can read up yourself that which population is older. You all can see that Arizona had more elderly population by just looking at that bar chart. We could see that. So once they age distorts this comparison. So crude death rate might not be the right yardstick. So we can't really make comparisons on the basis of the crude, because if we just look at the crude rate, so we'll be alarmed. So none of the younger population of people, they will say that we shouldn't be going to Arizona. Probably environmental conditions are not very good, or probably there are multiple other reasons why people they are doing, or the health system is not very good, or they might be having more diseases and all that. But what we need to do, then the next logical thing is that we need to do age adjustment or age standardization. So they combine these populations. Now see, this green is representing what? Standard populations. You make standard populations and see that how many individuals or how many number of deaths they are now occurring in as per the standard population. Now after adjustment, what they found out, these were the crude rates, see? And after doing age adjustment, look at this Alaska, 856 per 100,000, and Arizona 832, a little lesser as compared to Alaska. So it shows that Arizona is a better place to live as compared to Alaska, or lesser mortality is there in Arizona as compared to Alaska, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
get through another example I just wanted you to see, and there is one person again who is waiting, and okay, fine. So this we have already done. So my strong recommendation for you is please practice those examples which are given. I think there are a couple of questions which are given in your exercise book, and they are linked with this particular age adjustment. So now let me just take you to indirect age adjustment, and indirect age adjustment is quite simpler as compared to direct age adjustment as far as our calculation is concerned, right? So indirect age adjustment, as I told you earlier also, that the famous term or synonym that is used for this indirect age adjustment is standardized mortality ratio, right? So now the question that might come in your mind is that once we have direct age adjustment, then what is the need? Then what is the need for having indirect age adjustment? Okay. So what do you think? What could be the reason behind indirect age adjustment? Like if we have direct age adjustment, if we can adjust age directly, then why we are trying to do this indirectly? Any idea? Hello? Are you with me? Because we are...
Yes, ma'am. We are with you, but...
Okay, I've written it here also. Can you see? These are the two reasons basically. Whenever the population is not known to us, or whenever we have to calculate mortality pattern for any particular occupation, occupational specific mortality rates we have to calculate, or we are missing the complete data for the population, then we go for indirect age adjustment. You saw in direct age adjustment, we had age categorized